How you doing? My name is Mario Lloyd, Real Estate Guru PK on YouTube and Instagram. Y'all check out my affiliate link with Justin P. He's half of the owner of Support Black Businesses. Y'all check out the Big Business and the Runaway Billionaire affiliate link down below in the description below. And y'all also check out N1 Finance, Weeble, and then I also have a course, an ebook. It's $25. It's like my mentor course. It shows you how to wholesale, and then my other affiliate links for SoFi, Robinhood, Discover, Chase, and that's it. Y'all have a nice day.
What's up, good folks? Welcome to the Real Estate Guru podcast. We got a very special guest in the house. We are recording live from Turkey Lake Hut in Houston, Texas, and I'm gonna let Mario introduce our special guest.
Man, our guest, he's been in the game for the last 20 years. He started when I was in high school. I didn't graduate yet. I was trying to figure out.
Trying to make me older.
I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna graduate and get these grades, and he's already in real estate. And he started in Philly. Started, with his first house, and just kept on going. He's a mogul. He has a lot of mentees. He has hundreds of mentees. We had breakfast this morning, and he made $10,000 in 10 minutes. And
that's what tell him right now, man. That's what tell him. Was it that long?
Yeah,
Did it take me
10 minutes?
Did it take me that long?
It's about 8 minutes. It was 8 minutes.
Come on, man.
like 1,000 a
I'm
minute.
getting rusty. Nah, what's up, bro?
So we got Big Business in the house,
Yes, we
What's
do.
happening, y'all? What's happening?
and so he comes down to give us game, man. I will say in the couple of days I spent with him, every single thing that comes out of his mouth is game.
Mm-hmm.
He teaches everywhere he goes. We're at a restaurant, somebody walks up to him, he just instantly starts teaching them everywhere he goes. And so I feel like we got a real asset sitting right here next to us.
Appreciate that, Jack.
And man, just jump right into it, Mario. What you got?
Let's do it.
Let's start at Philly. Your humble beginnings, all your siblings.
So you want me to tell you the story, how we got here?
Yeah. And then how you met your wife? I want to know that too.
How I
How
met
you-
Nikki?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's easy. I just went in, seen her one day. I was like, "Shorty, come on, that's what we doing." Nah, I understand. So,
What year was this? I
Nikki?
like put a timeline on stuff.
what year did I meet my wife?
Yeah.
I grew up with Nick. We grew up in the same neighborhood.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we grew up in the same.
Right.
See, I'm from North Philly. We inbreed in North Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
We don't go outside of we don't go outside of what we do right there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So Nikki is actually from my neighborhood. So we kind of grew up together.
Okay.
So I knew Nikki forever.
So you came you was in the streets at first, right?
Yeah. So listen, sorry. God damn, man. That's what we doing, man.
There's no censor.
I checked this boy. I pat this boy down one time, man. So listen, so me and my brother, we come from the streets. We from North Philly.
Yes, sir.
We come for the streets. And to be honest with you, man, old heads always used to say, I don't know if they say that here, but you gotta do something with that money.
Yeah.
Anybody from the streets know
Yes, sir.
that's what your OGs always say, because they didn't take the shot when they had the shot.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, they don't want to see you in the same position that they in, the good ones, right? So they say, yo, you better do something with that money before we get away from you. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I bought a little house, like $5,000, but I kept doing what I was doing because I couldn't understand it. I didn't know how it was gonna work, if it was gonna work. I was a huge Donald Trump fan, you know what I mean? And I was like, damn, if I want to become a billionaire of real estate, I got to have like 2,000 houses rented, you know what I'm saying? And I just couldn't understand how the business actually worked, you know what I mean? But make a long story short, the reason I'm so successful in other markets is because that $5,000 house today is worth $500,000. So that was the first house that I had on the block that I grew up on, and I actually built the 3-story house across the street from it, and it's at $550,000.
$550,000.
So I paid $5,000 for that house. I put it up for like $100-something thousand, and everybody's like, "Oh, you ain't gonna get no $100,000 for it." I got a buyer within the first 3 days for $75,000. So I sold it, and I took that $75,000. And I bought every $5,000 and $6,000 house that I could buy, and I genuinely never looked back from there.
Okay.
So to put some context on Big Business's business, right? You are a real estate king. You've been doing this forever. Like, give the audience an idea of when this was. Like, when you're talking about this stuff, this wasn't 2009. This wasn't 2019.
This probably was. I'm 18 years in the game. So what's this? 21.
Yeah.
So what's that?
This is like 01, 02, 03?
Yeah. I've been doing this for a long time. It's funny because I made my first million at 28, and it's crazy because I still got receipts and wire transfers and stuff like in my email from like 02.
For
you know
real?
what I mean? Yeah. And I'm gonna show it to y'all so y'all can see, so y'all can let the people know that I ain't capping.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So I'm gonna show it to y'all once we get off the air. But like the millions of dollars that I was making, you know what I mean, at 28 years old, the same formula still works. I don't understand why people change formulas like a championship team. Golden State win the championship, the next year they want to trade the players. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you keep doing, if it's winning, you keep doing it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Sometimes we start to tweak and change things, and then we wonder why it's not going the same way. You know what I mean? If it's already working for you, you don't reset something that's already working. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
I want to say almost 20 years, 01, 02. I used to ride around in it. I used to ride around in a pickup truck, a rental.
Yeah.
When you come from the street, you used to rent cars months at a time. You know what I mean? So I used to ride around a pickup truck rental. I used to have a laptop. And I would be going around looking up who owned this house or who owned that house. And real estate was a little different back then. We did a lot of quick claim deeds. So what I would do is if I found this house that is raggedy, right? And I find the owner. This is before y'all even nicknamed it wholesaling.
Yeah.
This is what we was doing. You know what I mean? So I would ride to this person's house where they currently live. And I would have maybe like 5 or 10 grand in like 1s and 5s and 10s in the bag. And at the time, my wife was a notary.
Okay.
So Nikki would prepare the deed. So when I came to your house, I say, listen,
You buying it. You walking out with it.
You own this little raggedy house 8 blocks away. The city about to take it, $5,000 in taxes, $3,000 in water because I did my homework, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you just sign this paperwork, I'm assume the debt. I'm gonna take your debt and I'm give you this money right here.
They wasn't like they wasn't like I got to think about it. Nothing.
Think about what?
I think that's
What is it to think about?
That's better.
Man.
That's better than actual wholesaling.
So let me tell you that. Yeah, well, it's better than wholesaling because
You
we
pay. You buying it right
people
there.
be greedy though, man.
No, listen to me. You thinking in this era.
Yeah.
We
okay.
talking 20 years ago,
You're
right?
you're
18
you're
years ago, right? So now we're knocking on this person's door. Now, mind you, this house is fell in this person's name. They're getting letters from the city.
Mm-hmm.
The house about to be condemned, it's falling down, whatever the case may be. So I would offer them this money if they just sign, and I would assume the debt.
Mm-hmm.
So when they would deed it over to me, I would take the debt, right? I would fix the house up. I might put like 30 grand in it. Back then I was able to patch them up. You know what I mean? I'll put like 30 grand in it, be all in it, maybe 40, and I would sell it for like 100 grand. Once I started rolling, I was selling it for like 100 grand. Now I'm selling it for 100 grand. Pay the 40 in debt off. I'm still walking with 60,000.
So then you realize that was repeatable.
Oh yeah, I kept doing it. And then once the market tanked, that's when everything was bad. In 08,
09.
because you couldn't flip. The banks wasn't giving nobody no money to purchase. So you couldn't flip properties no more.
So what do you do at that point? Because like we talked about earlier, things always change. Business always changes. You change or you die, right? So at that point, what do you do?
I died at that point.
Yeah.
So what happened was, it took me 2 years to go broke though. I'm gonna be honest. So my lifestyle had changed. I was
So hold on. So you was up for like 6 years, and then recession, and then you.
I mean, when it stopped, I didn't know what to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was receiving my proceeds through a bank.
And you didn't have any mentors like, hey,
No.
nothing,
Muscle.
just
We learned
you.
it. We learned it on the fly.
Okay.
I made
Okay.
millions of dollars worth of mistakes. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
And it cost me, but I learned so much that I could turn that switch on in 5 seconds. You know what I mean? Like when people become my mentees, right? They got to trust the process, but they got to also understand that they're not going to take these losses because I'm not going to allow them to.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like in this day and age, everything is microwavable success. People want, I've been with G 4 months. I ain't rich yet. You know what I mean? Yo, nothing might not move for 90 days.
Yeah.
But guess what though? You're not taking a loss. I used to try to convince people when they buy a house, God damn, G, I done bought this house, man. You know what I could have did with that 20,000? Well, what could you do with it? Because it's worth 60 now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you do know that you 3 times your money, 300%. So what are we talking about? You know what I mean? People don't have that understanding. People got to understand that you're looking at a person, a seasoned vet. Just because LeBron make it look easy, I know I can shoot a 3-pointer. I can't do what he do. You understand what I'm saying? And people don't understand that. So when it's people that come before you that you're willing to sit back, learn, take notes from, you do not want to walk in those puddles and make the same identical mistakes that they made. Like nobody in this room, anybody that watches my Instagram can save millions of dollars, tons of money, tons of time, because I'm giving them information that would have cost them. It would have been costly. Like Turkey Leg Hut ain't just pop up and it was the shit. They made some mistakes somewhere. Yeah, they figured it out. They got a formula and they running with it and the shit works. You understand? Now, if somebody else want to come in, they can say, do this, 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 and this. And people are paying for that information these days.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. So we know about the past. We don't have to sit there and talk about what you've accomplished, because we do know that big business is big business, right? That's. I just started following this dude. No lie, I met him at GoCon. And shout out to Zoe.
Shout out to Zoe and Skittles. Yeah. GoCon
was awesome. But it's when I started following big business, and so I follow people and I started to watch what they do, and he's really about it. What he talks, he talks. He walks, he walks, and you can see that a mile away. So we don't have to really go into what you've accomplished so far. What I'm really interested in as interviewing you is, what do you see going forward? Like you got mentees, you people you mentor, you got everybody that's following you that they're desperate for game, right? What do you tell them that's coming around the corner that they can't see yet?
I'm gonna say this: it's a lot of things that you can make money. Everybody's selling products, this, that, and the third, right? Everybody got courses, everybody got this, everybody got that. Everybody's accumulating money. Right. Everybody's the average person is a millionaire. Once you get $1 million, you really realize how broke you are.
That's right.
Right. So now what people got to understand is that capital has to go into a tangible asset. Like even me, I'm flipping properties, right? I'm selling, but I know in my head, like, I got to hold some of this shit. You know what I mean? Because I know that it's coming. Yep. It's gonna come again where you can't have that quick flip. The banks are not lending. It's so sad to watch so many real estate moguls and people here that really have never took the hit and really think that they just gonna keep giving them this goddamn money. It's not gonna. This is not really how it goes. So they circulating the money because they trying to get that economy jump started again. They circulating. Everybody got the money. But if you don't have a residual income coming in, that's it. That's key. We can go out and make millions doing anything. But then what? Okay, everything slows down. You can't flip houses no more. You can't sell no more courses. This, that, and the third. What do you really have coming in?
So, what do you hold? What do you have? Like what do you hold that's an asset?
So you want to hold the multis, right? And this is another thing. You do not hold 1 and 2 units. All right? Your friends say, no, don't sell, hold. Listen, man. You holding a unit that you positive cash flowing $600 a month. Right?
Yep.
You know how much that is a year? $7,200.
That's right. It's nothing.
Right?
I saw
one pipe break.
That's right. I saw that. You're done. You're zero.
You there for free all year.
Yep.
You're not making no money.
Like someone starting off, do you still recommend like buying 2 houses, flipping one, and then keeping the other one in cash? You still recommend
That's how
that?
you scale up.
Okay.
Listen, people always say, G, hold on, make up your mind, G. Goddamn. Are we buying and holding or are we flipping? We doing both.
We doing both.
Yeah. That's a diversified portfolio.
That's it. We doing both.
Yep.
Guess what? This one is bringing in income. I'm going to flip this one. I'm going to get 2 more. I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to flip again. I'm going to keep that one. That's it. Especially when you go into the low-end markets. You can afford to do that.
Yeah. Because there's people that don't like, I mean, even people I know, they don't like for you to own a property outright. They call it dead money. But I believe at some point you have to actually own something, because if we take a tank in the economy or locally, because you're from Philly,
they're afraid that things change, bro.
That's
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you this: all that stuff that they told y'all before, the game done changed.
Yep. Things
change daily. You understand? You definitely want to own something free and clear, because Let me just be straight honest with y'all. I had 4 houses going to foreclosure over the last 8 months.
Shoot it.
Because my tenants wasn't paying. I got tired of paying. And I just told my wife, put them up for sale. I ain't paying it. Now they say, oh, the relief money, this, that. Yeah, the relief money now. I mean, I didn't let them go into foreclosure, but I mean, they went into foreclosure. I'm not going to let them get foreclosed on. But just the fact, you know how many people that's not in that position don't know how to ride the wave and play that game? You know what? We ain't paying none of that. They not paying, we not paying.
So,
right?
So you wasn't stressed during that process? You was like,
no, I was stressed. I know how to play the game. So listen, we're going to let it go into foreclosure, right? That means I got 10 months to just play with my money and do what I want to do with it. Right? Yeah. Right? And then at the end, guess what I do?
Sell it.
I sell it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you bought it right. I'm sure. Right?
So yeah, and I got equity in it.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother level of play. That's something that you learn being in it, moving and shaking. You know what I mean? Everybody can't do that. People lost their shirt. If you get you a real estate investor, right? The next thing you know, your tenant ain't paying. The mortgage company still want their money, and the government telling you can't kick this person out. How do you survive?
If that's your only one, you don't.
If you got 10 of them, it's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over.
Yep.
Everybody don't have that. Everybody don't have that skill set. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's something you really can't teach. That's a hustler's move. That's not a business move. You know what I mean? That's a hustler's move. Know how to maneuver a little bit, hold tight. You know when to hold tight. You know when to hold them. You know when to fold them. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, that's right.
So,
Let me ask, why are you so humble? Like just from watching you from afar the last couple of days, I've known you. When it was at GoCon, that lady broke out, started crying. You was like, "I got you," and then you put it in your mentorship program.
Right.
Like, why do you do things like that? Like, you don't have to do none of that. You could charge everybody. Like, we was out for breakfast. You was giving out gems. Why do you give the game out for free?
Because what people got to understand is money changes a lot of people. Success changes a lot of people. I am those people that I'm helping. I think when people see me and see the money and see the success, they don't understand that I'm those people.
Yeah.
I am that person. The biggest offense that I take when people look at my houses and all the work I do, how nice I make them in the hood, and they be like, that house don't belong in the hood. Why would you put the house in the hood? That's offensive to me. This is my hood.
Yeah.
Like, I built a $500,000 house in my hood on the block that I grew up on. I did. That's my hood. I love it. Yeah. And somebody gotta have the balls enough to stay down. You know what I mean? Like, we are taught to make money and get away from the very same people that help build our character.
Facts.
The very same community who helped build me. The very same people who threw me a bone when I didn't have it. So I'm supposed to get this money, right? Mm-hmm. And get away from these people and move and live where somebody don't even want me to live.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They don't even want to, my neighbor don't even want to speak. I've been living in some of my houses. I got a few homes in different cities, and I've been had them for over 10 years. I've never been in my neighbor's house. When I'm in North Philly, I'm in everybody's house.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that,
because they might not necessarily agree with you or rub shoulders with you.
Plus, I've been this way all my life. I just refused it. Money ain't gonna change me. I've been around money. My pop was a millionaire off the game. I always been around money all my life, so it ain't the money that changes me. You know what I mean? It's weird because when I start making my own millions, people think that you're going to change, but honestly, it's the people that change around you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They change. Like I had somebody say to me, I started talking about something that happened on the street where we grew up at, right? We was all in the huddle, and then one of my homies was like, "Dag, you really remember that? You remember me like that?" I'm looking at him like, what are you talking about? Like, we used to play Hot Wheels, bro. Like, in the back room in your mom crib. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, every day I practice being that dude, though. You know what I mean? I practice because you know why? I'm gonna be honest. So when the market tanked in 08, let me get some paper towels. When the market tanked in 08, right? I was rolling, right? City to city. I barely was in my old neighborhood, right? And I detached. So when I mean by detached, this is why celebrities don't come to the neighborhood no more. Once you detach from your hood, right? You become uncomfortable when you get back there. So now when you want to block you, who that? Y'all know them? Who in that car? Who that over there? You know what I'm saying? And now you become uncomfortable in your own surroundings, right? And I felt that. And when I took the loss, in a way, I made a promise to God that I never sell drugs again, right? Right? When I first started, I made a promise to God, if he did something for me, that I would never sell drugs again. And he did it for me. And I kept my promise, right? And when the market tanked in 08, right? 2 years went by and I got broke. And my little, he like my son, like I raised him, right? Me and him was in the house. And I never forget, I said, I gotta make a move tomorrow. And he was like, what? He like, you serious? I was like, yeah. I said, tomorrow I gotta make a move. My back was that far up against the wall, right? I said, I gotta make a move. And I'll never forget this. I went to sleep that night and I woke up the next day. And he said, what we doing?
He's with it.
And I said, Oh, he with it 1,000%. Whatever I'm with, he with.
Yeah.
He with me. You know what I mean? So, and he said, I said, I'm just gonna stick it out. And I swear, bro, it seemed like my whole life changed from that. Everything was restored in my life. I was rolling again. I was moving, and it's bigger. This run right here, and I never said this publicly, I vowed that I wouldn't get money with outsiders no more. I'm a teach the people around me, and I'm gonna get money with them. And I went back to my neighborhood, and I built this office. I built a community center in my neighborhood, and I employed over 100 people from my hood. And I mean, it was love. You know what I mean? We did it to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine a corner packed with people that's going to work, come home every day, and we hanging out. You know what I mean? I turned what we came from the streets to corporate. You know what I'm saying? And we was out there. You know what I mean? And I never wanted to feel that disconnect again. So that's why people tell me all the time, like now, I'm like, yo, man, you really be in your hood every day. Like, yeah, I be in my hood because I don't want to be disconnected from my people no more. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing bad, I want them to know I'm doing bad. I might do business with somebody in my neighborhood that might not go right. They might talk shit about me, but I don't care. We gonna fix it. We gonna keep getting money, and we gonna be good again. You understand what I'm saying? That's business. I think I stay down because I need them to understand business. They don't understand business. Prime example. You go to Walmart, you buy a television. You take the television home, take it out the box, put it up on the wall. You hang that TV up, it look good. You hook it up, you cut it on, it's a line through the middle of the goddamn TV, it don't work. You take that TV down, you put it back in the box, you go back to Walmart. You get in the customer service line, you give them your receipt, the TV, they give you another TV and you leave. If I sold you a broke TV, it's the end of my fucking business.
Absolutely.
You're gonna get on Instagram.
Yep.
People don't understand that. I finally realized that I run a full service business. What I mean by that is I got profits, I got losses, I got refunds, I got returns.
Taxes.
You understand? And people don't understand that. So if me and Mario do business and Mario decides, hey, I can't move forward, or for whatever reason he changed his mind, and I give Mario a refund, right? That's a negative in our community. Oh man, Mario had to get his money back from that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But that's business. If it don't work out, that's business. You know what I mean? But you got to be willing to do good business all the way around. Like, you can't ask me to do something for you, and because the process take long, you want your bread back.
That's right.
You understand? Because now, who's actually doing bad business?
That person.
You understand?
Right.
But when you come from the hood, like, I think I let the hustle take over my business for so long because I felt like, man, just get them out the way. Give them their bread back. You know, shut this down. I don't care if we make money off of it or not. I give them the money out of my pocket. That's a street mentality. That was me being a bad businessman.
That's right.
Because I wasn't handling business correctly. When I should have just said, hey, bro, listen, there's so many people that I made go through the process, and now they sitting. Like the brother just said from Cleveland. Like, he from Cleveland. Like, they sitting. Here it is, properties paid. People paid $20,000 for. They worth $50,000, $60,000 right now. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be patient if you want things. The average person might be 40 years old. My mentees, right? Might be 40 years old on average, right? If they couldn't figure this shit out in 40 years. Give me one. Give me at least one. Maybe two. You couldn't figure it out in 40 years. People don't have patience. If it take me right now, if I told everybody in this room, I'm going to change your life, just give me 12 months, you ain't never got to look back. 12 months, 2 years to change the direction of somebody's life? Like, that's no time.
What made you go to Cleveland?
I'm going to tell you what happened. So I had a seminar down in Philly. I had these two guys in the seminar sit in the back. And one of the guys reminded me of an old head from down my way, had passed away. And I kept saying, damn, throughout the whole class. I said, damn, he looked like Roller, right? Roller used to wear little hat, polo hat, his glasses, little fat face, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, I swear he sat in the back of this joint. And I was damn near distracted because he reminded me of my old head that passed away. I kept saying, look like Roller, right? So at the end, he still sat in the chair. Now I'm really spooked out, right? So I'm like, damn, looking in the back, everybody leaving, him and his son sitting in the chair. He walks up to me. He introduced himself. He said, a lot of people come over to you. I don't want to waste your time. He said, my name is Ace. It's Big Ace. His son was Little Ace, right? It's a true story. And if I never see Ace and them again, I give them their credit. They took me to Cleveland. So Ace says, I want to show you something. He pulls out his phone. He shows me a car wash. He said, this is my car wash right here. He said, I paid $8,000 for it. Then he showed me a duplex that he paid $2,700 for, tenant occupied.
Wow.
I said, bro, is this real? He said, yeah. I said, where is this at? He said, Cleveland, Ohio. I said, when y'all leaving? He said, tonight. I said, no, don't leave tonight. I kept him there. For 2 more days. Then they went home, right? When they got home, I said, I'm right behind you, right? I jump on the jet. Me and a couple of my friends, my son, a couple of people that was working with me, we jump on the jet. As I'm on the jet, my mind geeking over the duplex that he got, tenant occupied for damn near $3,000, right?
Yeah.
Until I got mid-air and I said, if those little houses is that cheap, where's the big shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
When I touched down, my feet hit the ground, I said, yo, where the big buildings at? What they going for? He said, you want to see something big? I said, yeah. Go down there. He takes me to this building, 35,000 square feet. It was a Serbian man. His name was Mr. Milan. Just like on Ghost, right? Like Power, right? And I went in there and he walked me through the building. Bro, this building was huge. He walked me through the building and he put his hands behind his back. We walking, we talking. He said, well, I have a young man that I got to sign some paperwork. He trying to get financing. I said, well, I got cash. He said, well, ain't no use to me meeting a young man.
Yeah.
And I said, what you want for this building? He said, $65,000. I bought that building for $65,000, 35,000 square foot building. I laid a solar for $250,000.
It's crazy.
And the person that bought up $250,000 got a steal. 35,000 square foot building.
It's crazy.
So everybody eats. Mm-hmm. You understand? Mm-hmm. In this business and in any business, if you are not making sure everybody eat, they are going to steal. You understand?
Yeah.
They have to eat some way.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So you want to make sure, if you want to be successful in this business and you want to be able to move and shake, if I buy a house for $10,000 and sell to you for $30,000, but I know it's worth $45,000, I left you some meat on the bone. Mm-hmm. Everybody eat. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You can't gun at people where as though you sucking people dry. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I sold people the house for $20,000, oh, he sold you this house for $20,000. Oh, shit, it ain't worth nothing but $1,800. No, I can pull the numbers up on any major website. Mm-hmm. It's worth $45,000.
Yep. We talked about that.
Yeah, we had a conversation.
Where you're leaving it on the bone, and at the end of the day, you never get the praise for that.
No, because people pocket watch.
Yep.
That's like when I was in the streets. Like me and my brother come in the streets, right? Now here it is, we running around, right? First thing person say, damn, what you getting it for? What fucking difference do it make? What difference do it make? So you want me to go risk my life so I can give it to you for what I got it for?
In any business, that's none of their business.
No, but guess what? Guess what happens? I'm going to give it to you for the same number, but I'm going to fuck with it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the game. You understand? So people got to understand business is business. It just matter what product it is. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yep.
Like even when I buy houses off people, I'm not the type of guy that come in and tell the people in the neighborhood, no disrespect to my wholesale friends, I don't gun them and tell them what their house not worth. I don't do that. What you want for it? What's your rock bottom number? Yeah. If it's too much for me, guess what I tell them? That's out my price range, chat. I'm good though. Appreciate you. They may come in, all right, well, let's talk. But I'm never, I want to be able to comfortably know that you got what you asked for, because I know I'm going to get my number. Mm-hmm. So give me your rock bottom number. That's who I am.
So you help people get in the game of real estate. How do you, or what advice would you give to somebody who's trying to scale, who's already in the game? So like, we got a couple people here watching the podcast. They got 15, 16, 20 houses. How did they get to the next level?
Well, first and foremost, if you got 15, 16, 20 houses, you want to consolidate that, right? You want to get them under one roof. You don't want to have 15 roofs, 15 sewage systems, 15 lawns, right? Because now you gotta manage and maintain all of that. Now just imagine we had a 15-unit apartment building. We got one roof, one sewage system, one lawn, same amount of doors, right? Less headache. You could put your maintenance guy, let him stay in the unit downstairs for free. Now guess what you got? 24-hour on-site maintenance.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So if I could tell anybody anything how to scale up, this is the thing. If you got to use the bank money, get in and get out. It ain't nothing but getting fronted. The people who last in the business have their own money. If you comfortable with me keep hitting you off every time you come, When I ain't got nothing, you ain't got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I keep telling people to get in this game to be debt free. Because right now, you work for the bank. Come on, let's keep it real.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
You get a bank a deposit, right? They give you a mortgage. Your mortgage is, your rent is $2,000, your mortgage is $1,500. Who you work for? The bank. The burn method is the most effective method ever. But it's not for you. It's for the banks. It's designed for the banks to make residual income.
So people like Grant Cardone, like people like, I heard like people like throwing you Grant Cardone videos all the time. So
I love Grant. I'm a big Grant fan.
Exactly.
I had the opportunity to meet Grant too.
So what do you have to say to the people that are, they're gonna look at this video and be like, well, Grant Cardone doing it. What are you gonna tell those people?
Yeah, the banks ain't giving us that kind of money anyway, so it don't even matter. They gonna give it to Grant.
Yeah.
And let me tell you another thing too. Let me explain something to the people out there. People like Grant Cardone and other big wigs, they get that money with the clause called no recourse. You hear me? Y'all understand that? No recourse, meaning if the deal goes wrong, he is not liable. You ain't gonna get that, Mario.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Everything is your fault.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
So when you see people getting in the real estate business, a lot of times we ear hustle things that don't pertain to us. Like what Grant Cardone is doing and what he's saying is not effective for you. It's not effective for me.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? People just sent me the video that Grant Cardone said, you know,
10X.
keep going.
Yeah.
Be in debt. Be in debt.
Yeah.
But I never watched the entire video. People kept sending to. So one day I was just sitting still. I said, let me watch the video. This is my boy.
Yeah.
I love Grant.
Yeah.
So I'm watching the video and Grant said, you know who the people that don't want to be in debt? People that don't want to work. I said, jackpot. That's me. We've been working and slaving all our lives. We tired, Grant. We don't come from the same upbringing. Not saying that he didn't come from humble beginnings, but I'm just saying, I know that I don't know nobody in my family other than myself that owned any real estate outright. I mean, my grandmother, my great-grandmother. My great-grandmother was a hustler. Mm-hmm. My great-grandmother ran a brothel. And my great-grandpa back in the day. So at 16 years old, my grandmother had a hair salon. So I think, you know what I mean, that's it. You know what I mean? I can't take that away from her because that's where we get our hustle from. You know what I mean? But Big Mama, that's where I get my hustle from. But yeah, man, I mean, these people that are talking on these mega platforms are not talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Exactly.
I'm talking to y'all.
I appreciate that.
Because I understand I'm here to stay at the ground level even though I'm up here. Y'all are my assignment. You understand? If you can kind of understand. That's why I treat people the way I treat people. That's why I'm be humble. That's why even when people don't understand what I'm doing, I make them understand. Mm-hmm. I keep going over it. I get people all the time like, man, you ain't got to explain yourself. Yes, I do. I got to explain myself until he or she understand what I'm doing for them. Because it ain't about the money. Like people call me, I made money this morning just sitting at breakfast with you. Yeah. We joked about it, but I'm not soliciting nobody. Mm-hmm. I'm showing and proving. Anything I tell you, I can show you. I can show you my goods. I get headaches. When the pandemic hit, I returned millions of dollars. And when I couldn't return it to some people fast enough, they slandered the shit out of me. Yep. But I got them receipts. You understand? Mm-hmm. People will ride your coattail when they see you winning. Like prime example, you ever go to a basketball game and when your team dunk, and when they up 18, y'all going crazy. When they down 3, you can't hear none of nobody in the whole joint. Facts. That's how it go. Yeah. Your own fans. They'll boo you down 10 and they be cheering you up 3. Yep. You understand? So that's kind of sort of how it is.
So a twofold question here.
Go ahead, B.
My one question is, I started this out earlier. You give so much information to the public, so much information via the gram, right here, on this podcast. One is why, and don't answer that yet. Why? And the second thing is, at some point you're done, right? At some point, you got Greg Parker, aka Big Business, will be done because he's gonna be tired. He wants to go live on on an island somewhere, riding around in a boat somewhere, and hopefully I'll be with you. But at some point you're done, and I feel like that folks out there that want to grab that, want to ride that coattail, want to learn, they need to make a move now, quick. Yeah. So answer that question.
So all right. The first part of your question was why.
Yeah. Because most folks.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Go ahead.
I like doing shit that they say I ain't doing. I like making people look stupid. When they say, "Oh no, he ain't this, he ain't that," and I heard he said that to Josh. Josh, what can I do for you, champ?
Yep. I seen it in real life.
Because I want people to know that if anybody got anything bad, they don't really know me personally. I'm not a person like, you know what I mean. You could judge a book by its cover. Oh, he did this. Oh, he doing this with it. Well, why he making money off yo? He like, bro. I'm not doing nothing that no other major corporation don't do. But my thing is the why is because I want our people. When I say our people, I mean minorities, right? To understand that somebody can come through and actually do it from the mud. And actually, don't take this analogy the wrong way. I'm not comparing myself to God.
Right.
But the same way Jesus walked and he got whipped and he still walked, he still fought for people. That's all I'm doing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take the same walk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm being honest with you. You know what I mean? So when I come through, I'm a national. I'm out of the country now, but I'm on a national level where people recognize, they know me.
Yep.
I come through like, bro, like I genuinely want to, like at breakfast today.
Yeah.
Dude just walked up. Oh, big business. What's up?
Yeah.
And what I say? All right, bro. Come on, little bro. Bro here.
He's here.
He here right now.
Yeah. We was in Pearland, Texas, and now he's here at the hut watching you.
Yeah. So. And I ain't do nothing but give you love, right? I don't know you for, and I'm gonna tell you another thing though. When I meet up with dudes that I think come from the street, like I try to walk past street guys because they become my responsibility. Like when I see them coming, I'll be like, don't say it. Big business. What's up? Now, oh man, listen, I'm trying to,
You're on the hook. Yeah.
Now I'm on the hook for this man life.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I try to pour into, like I poured into, I dumped in you immediately. You know what I'm saying? So that's what people don't understand. Like, it's my duty, and I accept my responsibility. They are my the common folk are my responsibility, and I'm gonna get whipped on, I'm gonna get stepped on, I'm gonna get beat up, I'm gonna get kicked, but I'm doing it for them. And I'm starting to have a breakthrough now, like with the Cleveland thing, because people are starting to realize, like, oh, this thing really. All right, I gave this dude this money. I had $150,000 PUA money, whatever it is, right? PPA, whatever it is, right? Yeah. I had $150,000. I gave G30 of it, right? I bought this house. Now all the money gone. The only thing I got left is what G set up for me. You understand? Now they can sell that, make a play, and get back. Like I had a lady invest with me, and her husband was, listen, when the pandemic hit, pissed. She bought a house for $20,000, pissed. Oh, you shouldn't have bought that house. Oh, yada yada. Went crazy, right? Mm-hmm. She calling me crying. Her husband taking her through it about this investment. Mm-hmm. They tried to sell a house. The realtors couldn't sell it because the realtors in Ohio don't really see the value. Not all of them, but a lot of them don't see the value, and they don't want to put that work in to up the value. So what happens is she couldn't sell a house. I said, give me the address. She sent me the address. I sold the house for her, right? Not only she got her money back, she made profit, right? She ended up opening up a rental event space business, right? She opened up an event space business, and then they have a business behind that investment.
Yep.
Had she not invested that money, maybe they would have had nothing.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't about the money with me. It's about pouring into people. So this shit is for bragging rights, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, he ain't really flying them jet planes. You could take a picture on the jet. Then guess what I do? I go live 30,000 in the air. What's up? What's happening? Yeah, we live on here. Yeah, we 30,000. Listen, my sister and them on one jet. We on another. We FaceTiming off two jets. What's up? We up. Oh, now that's under the water. Oh no, man, that boy ain't getting no money. Oh, that boy ain't. The next thing I know, boom, I might pull a crib out. They might see me in my swimming pool.
Yep.
They might see, oh man, you see such a big business ain't doing that. Such got the new such. And I might go get that. I sold my Lamborghini.
Yeah.
They said I was going broke.
Yeah.
You like that? They said I was going broke. Oh, he's selling everything.
Yep.
No, I sold the Lamborghini to get the color in.
Yep.
It's a bigger play.
Exactly.
It's always a bigger play.
Yes, sir.
I'm selling my stuff in Philly now. Me and my brother talk, so I can beg Chris Senegal to come and help me build the real empire. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at, bro. That's why I do it. I do it because I just want to show everybody that's possible for all of us.
It is,
and it hurts me a lot of times.
Yeah, no, it is, but it works. What you say works, whether they're your mentor, the mentees, or
I only answer one part of your question, right?
Yeah. What's the second part?
So the second part is this.
You got me. Let's go.
I won't be here forever, right? And it's just sad. It's a sad day for the people who don't listen. Even if you don't like me, it's people that don't like me that follow me and watch me. They still in game. They think they still in it, but I'm giving it to them. If I ain't want them to have it, I'll make my page private.
Exactly.
So even for the people that hate, that don't like me, I'm still educating. I'm still pouring into your life. I'm still trying to change your life. If they don't get on board right now, it just ain't meant for them. Because I'm gonna tell you something. It's always gonna be somebody that come after you. But it's gonna only be one me. Cause with me, it ain't really about the money. Like this ain't about no money. Me coming down here with y'all.
Yep.
I believe in y'all. I seen something. I could be doing a ton of podcasts. I came down here. I seen something, and I know y'all gonna blow. And I wanna be a part of history.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So I want to pour into y'all. Come down here, do y'all podcast, and be a part of history.
So you answer those before we wrap it up, because we've been on it for a while. I want you to emphasize the point of, and before you do it, of be in the room, right? So I met you 7 days ago, 10 days ago.
Yeah.
I was in the room in a conference that somebody else threw, and I didn't know who this man was. Now I know everything about him, right?
Yeah.
So in that one conference, which is GoCon, right? We made so many connections in that room that just go over the top. So for the folks out there that are watching, because they're going to watch, they want to know what's going on, emphasize that, and don't emphasize to the point where we could talk about it all day long. Be in the room, be in the room, be in the room.
Yeah.
But how important is that?
I'm gonna tell you how important being in the room is. That was actually my first room that I went in. Like, I had to break out of my own comfort zone. I only do my own conferences. I don't really deal with people. I don't socialize with people because I just didn't. That's just a Philly thing. You know what I mean? But I will say, stepping into that room changed my life. It opened it up. It was so much love. There was so many brothers, so many sisters that admired me, that respected me, that me not being in that room didn't even give them the opportunity to tell me how much they appreciated me, and not give me the opportunity to tell them the same. So the love is so crazy when you get in the right room. You don't have to worry about nothing. Once you get in that right room, you don't have to worry about nothing, because that right room and that right circle, people will make sure you're good. Like last night, we had a meeting at Legends, right? Cigar bar, right?
Yep.
The dudes that were in that joint, the conversations that was had amongst 7 to 8 people changed my life. It changed the direction of things that I want to do, and they probably don't even know that. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I'm gonna be on these brothers. I'll probably get me a house down in Houston. I'm telling y'all that right now.
All right.
But if you get in the right room, education-wise, the finances will come. But you gotta humble yourself and have humility. You gotta be willing to step down and allow somebody else to stand up and be great. You know what I mean? You gotta be willing to listen. You gotta be willing to learn. You gotta be willing to question yourself. Like, okay, well, he said do it this way, but I do it that way. Why do you do it this way? Should I do mine that way? You know what I mean? Are you making out? Did you lose? You know, you want to ask the right questions once you're in the right room, because there's nothing more important to a successful career than being in the right room with the right people.
Before we close, I got some questions. Like, it's like an either or. You got to pick one, and then after that we gonna close. That's cool.
This is gay. This is Gaby Plays. Go ahead.
All right. Grant Cardone or Master P?
Master P.
All right. Philly or Cleveland?
Philly.
All right. Miami or Detroit?
Is this a trick question? Miami.
All right. Land or house?
At this point in my career,
Yeah.
land.
Okay. Rental property or flip?
Flip.
All right. Earn your leisure or $1 million worth of game?
He went there. He went there. Okay.
But I don't get these my bros, man. I love them.
Yeah.
But I mean, I definitely million Earn Your Leisure. There's 2 different platforms. I don't know if you know that. So
I know.
For what I Earn Your Leisure.
Earn your leisure. Oh, okay. Money or equity?
Equity.
Section 8 or regular tenant?
Section 8.
Oh shit. 2 million followers or rental property?
2 million followers.
Beans or freeway?
Beans.
Yeah.
Free. I mean, they brothers. I don't. You know.
All right. Meek or ARF?
Meek.
Chris or Neef? Chris or
We ain't about to do that. No, you want to hear some real stuff? Chris, my favorite rapper.
Of all time, for
Gunna,
real?
my favorite rapper.
Ooh.
Gunna, my favorite. I love Jay. I love Big, but since Chris was little, his swag, you know what I mean? I love. I tell him that all the time.
For real?
Yeah, Chris, one of my favorite rappers. One of my top favorite rappers.
All right. Jay-Z or Nas?
Jay-Z, absolutely.
All right.
We talked about that this morning.
Drink Champs or Earn Your Leisure?
Earn Your Leisure.
Earn Your Leisure? Dang, still?
See, when I get on social media, it's about something. I'm teaching.
Education.
I'm educating. Like, like some of them platforms are entertainment. They're entertainment platform. They're entertainment platforms.
Yeah, they are.
Earn Your Leisures would be the best for me. You know what I mean? Because we was able to help each other at that point in time. They allowed me to express the way I move, certain things, and in return, they was able to build off of it as well.
All right. Iverson or Jordan?
Iverson.
Ooh. Wallow or Gilly?
You can't.
It's
It ain't no
controversial.
one of them. It ain't Wallow or Gilly. They a package deal. Like, they put their pants on at the same time, right?
All right. Moses Malone, Dr. J.
Dr. J.
All right. Charles or Daryl Dawkins?
Daryl Dawkins. Chocolate Thunder, baby.
Cowboys or Eagles?
Cowboys.
Are you Cowboys fan?
Cowboys.
Yeah, get out of here.
Cowboy Nation.
That was up.
I'm done.
I'm gonna get a
Look.
show for that.
I know you are.
Look, we
Oh, the Eagles?
got the jazz music in the back playing at the Turkey Leg Hut. We got to eat, right?
Yeah, shout out to Turkey Leg
Turkey Leg Hut for having us here. We appreciate it. Lynn, you the man. And Nakia, both of y'all. We love y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody.
We're going to go eat, have a good time, enjoy ourselves.
Appreciate it.
Before we wrap it up, we want y'all to like, subscribe, follow, please. We're going to try to bring out more and more people like on this level. What's the end game for Greg Parker?
I always say that the end game for me is I don't want to know what's going on in my business. That's where I want to be at. I don't want to know what's going on in my business. I just want the money to roll in.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what's going on. So the end game for me is honestly just to be with my family and be debt free. Just to be with my family. That's it. I don't need to become a billionaire. I'm good. I got everything. I got a beautiful wife. I got great kids. I got great grandkids. I got great people around me. I got homes. I got cars. I got anything that a person that come from nothing could imagine. I've had and I've done it. You know what I mean? So I think right now I want to help people more on a spiritual level. I think where my life is geared towards moving forward is going to be on more on a spiritual level, more getting people to God, kingdom building. You know what I'm saying? So because I'm able to tell people the hardship, I've been through it all. So I'm able to relate. So I've been through it all. So the end game with me, that's it. Just family, love, and just to be around my people.
Appreciate it. We
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
having you here, man.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.